We are dancing to 1 hour of dark Viking music this morning. Let's go. Come on. You know what? I have been thinking, I'm sick of it. God has been repeatedly showing me the absolute worst of what humanity has to offer. By this, I mean like religious hypocrites whose families are falling apart, but they go around judging other people and trying to control their lives. I'm talking about sycophants who can clearly see when people are evil, but they choose the side of the rich. People who have a bit more money and more power than someone who has more integrity. Oh, I'm talking about people who are too scared to stand up socially for people they care about. I'm talking about who they claim to care about. I'm talking about people who are narcissistic. I'm talking about people who are so traumatized they can only think about themselves and they haven't thought about another person a day in their life. And these are usually the people that go and reproduce the most. So they are reproducing their trauma in the world. Oh man, I'm tired of it. And, you know, I have to make some new choices going forward. Do I want to keep living an isolated ass life, dancing to dark Viking music at home by myself with my cat and the plants under the sun here in Mexico? Okay, hold on, that makes it sound really good. Actually, no, I want to start community. Let's solve some problems. You know, Gurdjieff, he used to tell people, never verbalize your complaints. And I'm like, that sounds like repression, that sounds like, but no, it doesn't. Why go and verbalize and vent to something about anything? You know, I realize this about men and relationships. I'm like, if I have to tell you, like, hey, can you not go and click like on the butt chicks? And can you please not be going and hearting all the thirst traps of the girls from your high school days? Because it's like really embarrassing. You know, it's a way of them putting their hand up saying, hey, here I am. Don't forget about me. I notice you. I see you. I'm interested. I'm saying it covertly in case you're interested too, right? That's what it's about, right? They don't want to admit it. I used to complain about that. Now I don't complain about that. I'm like, oh, this is what that person's doing. That's information for me. Goodbye. It's so easy. Now I don't even expose myself to stuff like that. You know, I'm not really interested in men anymore. You know, I'm looking for someone who's like on a similar level as me with social awareness and relationship skill. And the ability to understand basic human decency so I don't have to explain it. And I haven't found that yet, so I'm fine. But just take action in your life. And here's one thing I had a message like that came through for me. What have I learned in life? Over and over again. People are dangerous. They can't be trusted. And they'll always act in their own self-interest to the detriment of you. And they don't care. Okay. Is it possible that that's a script I've been running on and I can change that script? I can step into a new reality. I can, you know, if this world is going to keep beating me down, all right, let's see how bad it can beat me down. Come on. I'm going to keep trying. Whatever you are, be a good one. Right? That's what they say. So if that's the story of my life, and I say God, you know, in quotation marks, I don't think that God is a genie who you could pray to, and God, you know, lets one people win the side of the war and then kills the others. Like I don't think that God's not a genie who you sit there and you go, please God, kill those people so my family can survive. And God's like, yes, you prayed, so okay, here you go. Like it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? I think we're dealing with universal energies. I think human creation was something that went off the rails a while back. You know, we're living unnatural lives. I love stories. I love mysteries. I love the occult, uncovering hidden knowledge. And I really kind of want to use my life to find out what comes beyond and how I can prepare for that in this life. Like that could literally be all this life is about. How to not get reincarnated is what I want to learn. How to not reincarnate back in this realm. That's what I want to learn. And because God has showed me the depths of rotten humans, I would love the opportunity to experience the height of human behavior. Humans who are not waiting to backstab, scam, manipulate, act weird at a moment's notice. And I feel like I'm getting a bit closer. Cutting off my family was the first step that I made 10 years ago. Thank goodness for that. 15 years ago now, actually. Time goes by quickly. And I hope they find everything they want in life. They deserved better just like I did, but they were a victim of, the family generation that teaches people you treat everybody really well except for your family members, and then you just say you don't understand, despite the fact that you can treat other people really well, just not your family members. That doesn't make sense, right? If I tell you that, like, this is just how I am, like, I can't control it, I don't understand, then how come when an officer pulls you over on the road, and says, hey, you were speeding back there, they don't turn to the policeman and go, oh, why are you always living in the past, right? They don't do that, right? They don't do that. So they know what they're doing, they can control it, they choose not to. And the best thing you can do is to cut them off. If people are out of control and they can't control what they're doing, then okay, I won't let you hurt me anymore. What a kindness. Anyway, this has gone off the rails, but I have been getting some offers from people to do cool things. And I have gotten such offers in the past and it's blown up in my face. But now I'm like, I do want to do it. I'm willing to write a new script. I'm willing to look at my behaviors. What have I been doing that got me into these situations? How could I have handled them better? And it was always about like having better boundaries, not trying to be nice, but like being upfront with people instead of being like, okay, I can watch your kid this one time. Just being like, no, actually I don't like kids. Sorry. It's on you. Good luck. Because when you don't, then resentment builds up and then people think they can walk all over you and they start taking more and more steps and finally you're sitting there going like, people are just terrible. It's like, no, you just should have been more honest. And yeah, they will. People will take advantage. Just like water that flows. If it sees like, if the water can easily flow into one area, the water will flow there. Suddenly a channel will start building. That's how rivers and creeks and everything are made. You just got to not let the water go in that area to begin with when it comes to, your boundaries. Anyway, people who are alone, people who are learning these lessons, do your own shadow work so when you get into a community, you're not projecting on everyone else and like putting all their trauma and your beliefs on them, right? If you don't have confidence and you're always putting yourself down and making people try to build you up, find a way to be yourself in a healthy way that makes interacting with you a positive, enjoyable experience for others. Be honest. What a journey. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.